Yeah, so I started the Facebook Live video and it didn't work out. And the reason it didn't work out is because of that. So I did my ceiling in my big garage. I did the ceiling and it's foil. Not like wearing a foil helmet like some idiots, but it plays a number. It plays a number on cell phone reception. So I decided to open the door and stand at the door so I had better cell phone reception. Does do well for heat though, not gonna lie. It's pretty nice. Yeah, I did some good work today. This is my big garage. It's my freaking Manly tractor right there. I cut a whole bunch of wood and shit on a pile today and just manly shit. I gotta go here and get my beer. So I guess I'm gonna have to hold this god awful thing while I do this. And it's gonna be quick because I'm gonna run in, spend some time with the ladies and call it a freaking day. But I was saying before I lost service, you know, everybody's all freaking panicky about this virus thing. I am not scared about this virus thing at all. I'm the one that should be scared. Like, I'm the dude that has survived with a horrible aggressive cancer for 10 years, still in active treatment. And if I did catch this, it's an automatic death penalty. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'll be the guy you see on TV. I'll be a statistic. There's no way I can fight it. So if anybody should be freaking shitting bullets, it's me. And I'm not. Why? For two reasons. One, because I'm smart. And two, because I'm a freaking American. I don't scare easily. And if I do, and you see me running, by all means, follow me because it's bad. But I'm not running from this. Now, there's ways that you can be smart, you know, wipe things down. A lot of people forget to, you know, take precautions because of your daily habits. But, you know, when this first started, my wife and I, we looked at each other and we're like, oh, this is going to get bad. But then I told my wife, I was like, literally, we've been training for this for 10 years. 10 years of my cancer fight. We've been living like this, which is a culture shock to you folks. Not so much for me. Like, the only thing I had to do was make sure I had plenty of beer, which I do. Speaking of that. Yeah, it's good. And enough work to keep us busy and enough food. I'm not an idiot. I didn't go buy toilet paper. For some reason, people in their infinite wisdom decide toilet paper is going to freaking save your life. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Toilet paper. I guess when you're dying of hunger, you'll be like, well, at least my ass is clean. I guess. I don't know. It just makes no sense. Anyhow, I said about being smart. You got to be smart. That's what separates us. You know, go out for only what you need. Wear gloves, wear a mask. I don't know if it helps. I don't know. It never helped you not get the flu ever. And this is all this is a flu. I don't see what the big deal is. Everybody's freaking out. It's literally just a freaking flu. Yeah, couple different side notes and differences, some bad symptoms. It's a freaking flu. 90% of you probably already had it from December. Whatever. They're trying to figure that shit out. They make a lot more money than I do, so good for them. But most people get it and they recover. But like I said, it's people like me and old folks that we have problems. And that's the truth. We have problems with it. And it's awesome that the American people decided to eat a bag of shit, which was huge. You guys ate a bag of shit, like horrible, to protect somebody like me. And that is a humbling thing. And I really do appreciate it. However, I don't know why everybody's freaking out buying up all the goddamn toilet paper. It makes no sense. Toilet paper and bottled water. Okay, yeah. Anyways, that's about it for the virus thing, because I'm sure everybody turns on your damn TV and it's all over the news every day. And I swear to God, if I hear COVID-19, I'm kicking a midget in the nuts, right in the nuts. I just can't take it anymore. It's just everywhere. But, that's enough of that. What I've been doing, I've been freaking doing house projects and staying busy and staying out of Dodge and out of trouble, doing home improvement things, just turning wrenches, stuff like that, drinking beer, lots of beer. I probably should settle that down, but nah, it's America. So, I wanted to tell everyone, what I was doing and some cool things. Monday starts a bad day for me, a really bad day. Monday, I'm going to start a cancer drug. And I was highly advised against it. I was highly advised against starting this. For the simple fact is, it's not really a simple fact, but there was a very in-depth conversation with folks that are really smart. My oncologist, best in the world, best in the freaking world for my style of cancer. And he was just like, man, I don't think it's a good idea. And he's from Canada. God bless his heart. He's from Canada. But he's a pretty cool dude. And he is an American. But I still give him shit because he's from Canada. And it's just the nature of the situation. But I told him, I was like, you know what? I was like, I started getting symptoms. So when this virus thing hit, I knew I was in trouble. I was in trouble because of my cancer. I was like, shit. If you can't even get toilet paper and water and all this shit, you can't even get masks, how the hell am I going to get chemo drugs? 90% of those drugs come from China in the first place. We don't make them here, which now everybody knows, so we should probably fix that. Yeah. But, hey, I'm like, you know what? This is not going to be good. So they pulled me off of 2 out of the 3 experimental drugs I was on. So that's right. 3 experimental drugs at once. Each of these drugs are used in different cancers, but the combination of all 3 at the same time, you're looking at number 1 right here. First time ever been done. What did that mean for me? Everybody thinks it's hard. My body is so goofy. It felt like I was just taking a multivitamin. I'm drinking beer. I'm hanging out. I try to work hard, even though I'm not in the greatest of shape. I can still get her done every now and then. I ain't gonna lie to you. I could do some damage. Sometimes it's not always good, but it's still damage. But yeah. So they pulled me off of 2 of them. I've been on 1 for 3 months. Well, my cancer did exactly what I thought it was gonna do. Honest to God, it did exactly what it does. That's how beautiful cancer is. Everybody thinks it's scary. Well, when you fight it for 10 years, you get a healthy respect on how great of a machine it is. It is a phenomenal killing machine. It is, by design, hard to kill, unpredictable. All the money that goes in it, and they still haven't figured out how to cure it. They can get close, and then sometimes they get people in remission. But man, I tell you what, it's like flipping a coin in the worst way. Like, I've never seen a bunch of smart, rich doctors with millions of dollars of funding and these biotech companies with trillions of dollars of funding just flip a coin and say, hey, let's see what happens with this one. Yeah, hold my beer. On that note, yeah, I need to follow up. Oh, that's good stuff. Oh, that's good stuff. Anyhow, yeah, they have no idea what it's going to do. So I was on this drug before. So I was on 3 experimental drugs for like the last year. I think I talked about it the last Facebook video one. And it wasn't bad. Like, I'd get some weird one-off symptoms. Shit would go goofy, and that's to be expected. But all in all, compared to what I used to do, it was nothing. Like, it was actually so bad. I'm like, is this stuff even working? I don't feel anything. Like, did you guys give me like sugar pills or something? Because I don't feel like a cancer patient should feel, and I've felt that, and trust me, it's not good. But they decided, they're like, hey, we got a good grip on, your situation. Your cancer is kind of responding. Let's add a 4th one on. Yeah. Let's add another drug. I wish I could have had you guys in on that briefing. I'm actually gonna look into doing like Facebook Live videos. I'm gonna see if my oncologists are comfortable with doing it like when I go, so you guys can see just the magnitude of the collaboration of minds and technology that comes to try to keep somebody like me alive at this stage. And I'm telling you, it is mind-blowingly impressive and a lot of luck. But they're like, yeah, let's throw this fourth one on, right? So now I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, no, what possibly could go wrong? What possibly? Yeah, no, this is gonna be great. This is gonna work. So we tried it. This was like maybe 6 months ago. We tried it, and so this drug I'm supposed to take, the fourth one that they added on, I'm supposed to take it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and do that for 2 weeks, and then you're off 2 weeks. Doesn't sound too bad, right? I was like, oh man, hey, yeah, I can kind of do that. Yeah, should be all right. It wasn't. It was a horrible idea. I took it Monday, and just, oh my God, did it destroy me. I couldn't go more than, holy cow, I couldn't go more than 20 yards for you hunters out there, 20 yards. I couldn't go more than 20 yards away from the toilet for a whole week. I took it one time. It was a whole week. So I called them. I'm like, hey, this was a bad idea. Like, this is really bad. And they're like, oh, you must have, like, I think they said C. diff. I'm like, dude, I don't have C. diff. Like, I don't fucking have C. diff. This is ridiculous. I literally felt great, took the pill, messed me up. What more do you need to know, right? No, they're like, oh, well, you should just try one more time. Take it on Monday, try one more time. You might have had a bug or something. I'm like, okay, here we go. I took it the next Monday, same freaking thing, but even worse. And they were like, oh, no, stop. You're going to end up in the ICU. Just stop. So I stopped taking it. About a month went by. I was still taking the other 3 drugs that I was on before we tried to add the fourth one. About a month went by, and I had a PET scan, which is basically the test to see how much cancer you have. And what that entails is it's called a PET CT scan. You have to fast overnight. You can't eat certain foods. The criteria for it, the parameters for the test it's very sensitive. So you got to follow the rules, and you can't eat. And then you go in there, and what they do is they inject radioactive sugar into you, which a lot of folks right now are like, that's a horrible idea, but it's actually not that bad. It's not like, they're turning you into like Wolverine or the Incredible Hulk or something, which would be cool. I'm still waiting for my superpower to come. I don't think it's coming, but I'm still waiting. And then you have to sit there for an hour. You're not allowed to move or nothing. And then they put you in a machine. It's just like an MRI machine. The front part's a CT. The other part figures out where the radioactive sugar went. And basically, cancer is a hypermetabolic cell, so it eats a lot of energy. So when you put the sugar in, it eats the radioactive sugar, and then you can see the little bastards that are killing you. It's a cool test. Works great. However, I took that test, and we found out by adding that fourth drug on that totally kicked my ass. Mind you, I only took it twice. One time, Monday and the following Monday, and they're like, stop. It actually cut my cancer down by more than half. So now, everyone's sitting there going, huh, including myself. In fact, full disclosure, a little bit of this was my idea. I was like, well, shit. If that worked, I'm taking it 3 fucking times. Like, if it trends the same, if I could do the exact same thing and it trends the same, then I should be in remission. And, well, shit, I've never accomplished that in 10 years. Maybe I could suck it up and do it, right? So they threw it around. Basically what they want to do is, since I'm only on one of the drugs, they want to add that drug in and just see what happens. Mind you, they have no idea. They have no idea this combination. It's not that these drugs just came out of trials or anything. These drugs have been out there, but it's the combination of using them all together at the same time, but yeah, sorry, got this fucking phone is goofy. Like, if I get any more outside, y'all ain't gonna see me, and it's kind of weird because I'm just like slowly fading into the dark, which is the story of my life. But no, I'm not gonna do that. Anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna start Monday because being off all those drugs, well, it kind of got me in trouble. My cancer did what cancer does, and it spread. Now I'm feeling lumps and bumps in places that, well, they weren't there before. So I know, even without their fancy, expensive test, I can tell. I've done this for a very long time, and I know. So I called them. I was like, hey, I'm starting Monday. They're like, I don't think you should do that. I was like, I think I'm gonna. And they're thinking, you know, hey, if this goes south like it did the last time, I can end up in the ICU. And I don't know if you guys been watching the news. That's not really a good place for me to be right now. In fact, it's more dangerous for me to go to the hospital than anything. But I don't have that luxury. So this is one of these decisions that, and I've made a lot of these in the last 10 years. My wife has watched me do it. God bless her. She's watched me beat myself senseless, tear my body to pieces to beat this disease. She's watched me do it. And I know that ain't easy. But this is another decision I had to do. Like, I have to pull the trigger on this. If I don't, it's a race then to see what's going to kill me faster. Cancer or COVID-19. Not quite sure who's going to win on that one. The only thing I know is I got to give one of them a chance. Kind of like a dance with the devil with beer. Because I'm going to drink beer the whole time. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm going to drink beer. You can't stop me from doing that. Well, the drugs can stop me. I haven't. Yeah, it gets a little ugly, but I'm still going to try. I figure if cancer can survive the beer and chemo drugs, and it kills me from that, then maybe it should get a high five or something. I don't know. But other than that, that's all that's going on. I'm just going to... You can tell I'm new to this, and it's freaking cold out here. I'm standing outside. I'm just trying to see. I got to watch all this crap. Oh, my wife is watching. Hi, wife. I thought you should be putting our daughter to bed. What are you doing? I just got done cleaning up from doing all of our work, and I told everybody I was going to do this video. So I was like, well, I ought to do it. I ought to do it real quick and then head in with the ladies. But that's pretty much what I want to talk about. I didn't want to talk about too much because I'm sure everybody has. Well, at this point, I'm sure everybody doesn't have anything better to do because everybody's at home saying this sucks. And it does. It does really suck. But, you know, it's one of them things. It could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse. I think we kind of dodged a bullet on that one. On a lighter note, though, kegs are half off. And I know I keep referring to beer, but, what the hell else do you have to do? You already spent 3 months with your family, and I get it. Everybody's just trying to figure things out, make shit up, play cards and stuff, but that only goes so far. But kegs were half off, and I made a mad scramble to get a couple of those. And even the beer market got hit. Honest to God. These are hard freaking times, people. Can't get toilet paper. You can't get Lysol wipes. You only can have 1 pack of chicken. Wow. And beef. Don't do that. If you get 2 packs, you're going to jail. They're serious. Makes no sense. But the cool thing about it, for entertainment, and I don't know if some of you folks watching, I don't mean to be talking your ear off, but I'm pretty sure you don't have anything better to do. But the cool thing is I have an app, it's called Voodoo. It goes with Walmart and stuff for movies and stuff. All the movies that were in theater, you can now buy. They just released it to everybody since everybody's stuck at home, and obviously the theaters aren't open. So that's a cool thing. You can try that. A lot of people are going fishing. Makes no sense. They're like, stay at home. And then a couple weeks later, go fishing. It's okay. It's okay to go fishing, even though you have the hardcore trout fishermen standing butt to nut next to each other, next to a stream. For some reason, they're going to be okay. It's like, it's just, COVID ain't out there. It ain't out there. COVID does not go trout fishing. And I'm a fisherman. I ain't cutting on you guys. I'm just saying, though, there's a little bit of a mixed message there. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I mean, some folks might be like, oh, you know, America. And I'll be like, okay, America. Yep. But yeah, there's nothing going on. Like, I'm not bored. I've been working. My wife had a awesome honey-do list. I'm sure all you fellas out there had the same treatment. It's lovely. I don't know. It never ends. But I got a lot of cool stuff done, stuff that needed to be done. Got some projects. Building my little girl like a playhouse swing set thing with a rock wall and a slide. I didn't have that when I was a kid. I didn't have anything. You know what they said? Go play in the woods. I went in the woods. I fell off a tree, broke my arm. They smacked my ass for it. What happened? What happened? I got a daughter. She has more shit than I do. And I have hunting shit, fishing shit, manly shit, tractor shit. There's my tractor. I got tractor shit. I got shit. I got riding shit, quad riding shit to blow stuff up. I got all kinds of shit. And my daughter is 2 years old and has more shit than I've never seen it. I've never seen it. I've seen special forces guy that had less shit than my daughter has. Like, it just, and a swing set. We need a swing set. Okay. So I cut all the wood for that today. Took pretty much all day. But I got it done, though. I do feel manly. Thank you to my beautiful wife. Gave me opportunity to feel manly. I'm going to turn some wrenches on things. I fixed my tractor. I did the EGR delete kit for all of my mechanic buddies. I did the EGR delete kit on my Dodge. I have a Cummins. I have a 2016 6.7 Cummins Ram. It was an R title because I'm not paying 60, 70 grand for a freaking truck. We might as well just buy another house. Buy a summer home. Screw the truck. Buy a summer home at this point. But, you know, I got an R title. It's like a brand new truck. And I got all that emissions shit off. This is not California. Nope, this is Pennsylvania. And we don't care. Not saying that it does. It actually burns more efficient and you burn less fuel. But somebody that gets paid a lot more than me made that decision. Yeah, made no sense. So I've been turning wrenches. I've been doing that stuff. I've been working on my guns. I've been getting my fishing stuff together. I've been just getting ready for when they set us loose. And I tell you what, you think there was like a mass hysteria panic when this virus. Imagine when they tell everybody they can go outside. People are going to walk out. It's going to be like, I didn't know I had a tree in the yard. Oh, I have neighbors. It's going to be great. It's going to be like Christmas for adults. Where did I get neighbors? Yeah, it's going to be really weird. Like, you thought, like, this is kind of like a low blow. You're gonna like this. So millennials, which I'm actually a millennial, but I'm an older one. Millennials are living it up right now because they don't leave their parents' basement and play video games all day. Right now, they had social distancing on lockdown. Like, they've been preparing for this all their lives. They maybe got some Hot Pockets and some, pizza rolls. They're like, you know what? I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior now. In World War II, they asked people to join the military and go fight and die for their country and freedom. In 2020, they said, sit on your couch and don't leave the house. And they still mess it up. That's how bad that is. It's just. But yeah, I mean, hey, I'm glad everybody tuned in. I don't even know who the hell's in here because I don't know how to see that shit. You gotta scroll through stuff. Chuck Keller's here. Oh my God. He does exist. That's my flight medic from the Army. Yeah, you goofball. But yeah, I've been doing some cooking too. I did some fish fries at the end of the Lent there. They actually turned out really good. I can't take all the credit for that. Becky helped. Well, Becky did most of the work because I don't really get around as good, but I still cooked it, and I guess that counts. But we're coming up on the summer months, so I'm gonna start doing some outside stuff, like for cooking. I'm gonna do, you know, maybe some turkeys, deep fry some turkeys. I want to make a pit for, like, you know, doing pigs on a spit. The only problem with that is you got to wake up like 5 in the morning just to have it ready. But that sucks. That's a little much for somebody in my condition. But boy, is it, I don't know. Maybe if I sleep in for 3 days and then give her hell one day and just cook it, and then, yeah, it does turn out good. You know, I kind of had to pull myself out a little bit of funk with this quarantine, because like by like day 30, like I forgot that they made pants. I didn't want to wear them. And then I was like, well, I don't know if pajama pants technically count as pants. You know, that's something for, I don't think they do. No, they don't count as pants. No way. Nope. I'm making it official. Pajama pants are not pants. Neither are those spandecky ones that ladies wear, yoga pants. Like, some of the people that wear yoga pants, you're like, I know you don't do yoga. Like, if you go to Walmart and see some folks with yoga pants on, it's like, maybe I should like ask and be like, do you really do yoga? I'm not, you do? I'm not buying it. Nope. Maybe you do that one pose where you're just laying there and then you get up and you're like, oh, ice cream. And maybe that one, I don't want to sound mean, but I'm just saying. And then you get like pajama pants, and you get a guy there that's wearing pajama pants in Walmart at like, you know, 11:30 at night, and you're like, wow, that guy's he's not a professional. And you find out he's like some kind of like chemical engineer. You're like, okay, way off on that one. Like, maybe I shouldn't be so judgmental. Well, yeah, well, hey, I'm gonna wrap this up. One, because it's cold. Two, because I'm out of beer. Just one last drop. That's just not gonna hack it. I'd like to have one more and go in and get ready for bed, but yeah, I'm glad, folks, you guys tuned in to watch. You guys tuned in to see what the hell I'm up to. I appreciate it. I just figured maybe you guys would like to see me on an off chance, and instead of watching the news or staring at your wife or doing whatever you've been doing in this quarantine time. So I figured I'd drop a video and break up the monotony a little bit. Then, all right, folks, I just, you know, hey, don't rush out. Be cautious. Be safe. Don't freak out about this. Don't go out in a freaking gas mask. There's people doing that at Walmart. Don't do that. It's not going to do anything. Just be smart. Wipe your mail off. Don't touch it. Use gloves. Wipe everything down before you enter it into your home. Been living like this for a while, so if you just be smart, don't be out licking windows and shit. Don't do it. It's a bad idea. Maybe I'll do another one of these videos one of these days here shortly, and we can all just sit down and bullshit. I wish it was more interactive. I wish that I could do this video and people can talk to me back, because it's like literally on this phone, and I wish they could fix this. I'm only talking to myself. You know how weird I feel right now? I'm just talking to myself. It's just weird. I don't like it. That's why I don't do it all the time. Some people, I don't know, these people that do this shit all the time, maybe you shouldn't be watching them. They might have some kind of mental issue. It's not good. It's not good at all. But all right, folks, be safe. don't die, don't get sick, don't pass this shit on anybody else. Drink beer, drink wine, drink whiskey, whatever the hell your flavor is, and just ride it out. Ride it out like everyone else is. Get your home shit done, do some home improvements, and then pretty soon this will all blow over. It will, in about a month, maybe another month or two. And then I guess from what they're saying, we'll giddy up again in the fall, which is right around archery season, so I have no problem with social distancing. If you find me in the woods and you get more than 6 feet close, I'm shooting you in the ass with an arrow, because you shouldn't be there anyways. Everybody else, though, hey, it is what it is. Don't freak out. It was good seeing everybody. Yeah. I'm going to try to do some more of these, like when I first take that drug. And I tell you what, I'm just going to prepare everybody. I'm probably going to look really rough. I'm going to look rough. Like those chemo drugs, man, they do. And this one is particularly, because I've only tried this twice. It could get a little bumpy. But, you know, even through this, I don't lose my sense of humor, so I'm pretty sure I'll be able to find a way to make you laugh, even though I look like shit. But we'll get it done. It's all right. It's all right, everyone. Cheers to you. Be careful. Be safe. And get your freaking work done and your honey-do list. So happy wife, happy life, and vice versa. We'll see you guys. All right, folks. I told you guys I was going to keep you in the loop about what's going on with this drug. Today's the day. As I said in my other video on, I think it was, Saturday? I don't remember, but I told you, a little bit about the history. I mean, this drug, just to recap, this is not a good idea. But I don't have much of a choice, so this drug comes in. This is when you know you're screwed, when the drug comes in. This is when you know it's authentic. Like, yeah, has bad idea written all over it. But I'm going to take it, and I've been kind of procrastinating it today. I just didn't want to do it, but I'm taking the drug, like I said, and I'm gonna try to Facebook and let you guys know. And like I told you on Saturday, it's I might look a little rough, but I'm gonna take everybody and video document this little bit of a ride here, and we're gonna see how it goes. I already kind of know how it's going to go, but yeah, let's see what these, there's all kinds of warnings on this thing. Holy cow. Warning, do not use if you are pregnant. Yeah, I don't think I have that problem. I don't think I have the required equipment. Yeah, don't crush or chew, swallow whole. Do not take this medication without checking with your doctor. Just your standard chemo stuff. I mean, what possibly could go wrong, So yeah, okay. So neat little plastic thing. And this, man, this sucks. I hate this. Oh, this sucks. Okay, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. It's like watching a train wreck. When you go to take these chemo pills, like I do know, like I said, I've taken this drug one time and it was such a bad idea. Like I only took it twice, and you're supposed to take it 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for 2 weeks. I was only able to take it Monday and then the following Monday, because it was just so devastating. And I took 2 pills in a 2-week span, and they're like, stop. But here we are, because it worked. And this is one of the very, I don't even know the right way of saying it. It's one of the drugs that actually worked on me, one of the chemo drugs. But again, totally freaking devastating. So I am kind of I'm really upset because I don't want to take this. Yeah, I'm upset, but I gotta do it. So yeah, so I'm gonna take this, and then tomorrow it's gonna hit me. I'm hoping it doesn't hit me overnight. The last time I took it, that wasn't the case. It was like maybe 12 hours later, and then it was just all hell broke loose. So I'm hoping, last time I took it in the morning, this time I'm going to try to take it in the evening so I can at least get a good night's sleep, and then deal with the ramifications of this, chemo drug in the morning when I'm awake. So yeah, I am going to take this chemo drug, and I know it's a bad idea. Shit. Son of a hamster. Well, you know what? I just got to do it. It's just funny how something this small can just totally F your day up. Just this little thing. Actually, it F's my entire week up. That's how bad this is. This little guy is 1 week of pure hell. But if I don't take it, I'm not going to be around much longer. So that kind of makes this a little bit easier. Well, like I said, I am going to take this now, and I will let you know how it goes tomorrow. I'll do another video, and I'm taking everybody for a ride with me on this one. It's not going to be pleasant, but at least some folks out there, they often ask me a lot of questions and wonder what it's like. You're going to see. And I'm not going to show you everything, because I don't think that would be necessarily the right thing to do, but I am going to talk about it, and I'm going to do it every day if I can, and let you know just what this little chemo pill does to me. So we're all in for the ride. Here we go. Ugh. Oh, it tastes great. Yep. No. Well, there's no turning back now. I guess I am strapped in the seat, and I get to go for a ride now. So I'm going to put this back in the awesome bag that doesn't spill out dangerous at all. Like, this bag just, I'm taking this trick-or-treating, and they just fit right in. I mean, that's how you know you're screwed right there. You're like, shit, this is a bad idea. But anyways, okay, so I'm going to hit the rack. Hopefully I can get some sleep tonight, and this doesn't hit me right away. I don't know. It's extremely unpredictable, but I know it's going to hit me at least in the morning, and I guess I'll just have to deal with it then. And at that point, after I get a handle on this, because it is going to get bumpy, I'll make another video for everyone, and you can see what life is like. Taking a risk every time you take these drugs to stay alive. It's a funny damn thing. You basically poison yourself and hurt your body just to stay alive. It's a weird concept, but it works. And that's all we got. So I hope everybody has a good night, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow and let you know just how rough it got. So, yep. Giddy up. See y'all. Okay, so this is day 1, and don't feel that great. So the last time I took that drug, I didn't get the same side effect, and that's because of the combination of the other drugs that I was on that I'm not currently on now, which is a good thing because that was just going to the bathroom constantly, like every 5 minutes going to the bathroom. Yeah, I didn't get that one. So I spoke with my oncologist today. He called me from home. And we kind of told him what was going on. Yeah. Woke up today. I shouldn't even got out of bed. It was bad. Just so nauseated, so sick. Just so sick, so tired. I laid around all day. And that kind of sucked. But all in all, not too horrible. I've been worse. So I guess the plan is to take that drug every Monday. So on a lighter note, I guess I'm going to have a bad case of the Mondays for a while. So right now we're just waiting to see how long the side effects last. So it could be like, taking one pill. It could be a 24-hour, 48-hour, I don't know. But I know as soon as I climb out of this, I have to call and let them know right away. And then we're going to adjust stuff. And I feel like crap. My kid is not happy right now. I don't know what her deal is, but she is verbally not pleased at the moment. And I'm in the garage with the dog, so I'm freezing. Some of the symptoms I'm feeling, like I said, besides the nausea and besides being like super tired, like somebody pulled the battery out of me, I am freezing cold. I'm in a heated garage wearing a jacket. But like I said, I have no idea how long this is going to last. Hopefully it could be just a few days. If that's the case, then we'll change the drugs and add some drugs to help with the nausea so I can at least eat. I haven't really eaten anything today. I'm going to try, but I know it's not going to end well. But yeah, not super bad. I've been a lot worse. I'll get over it. We'll make it work. So I guess the plan then is I won't take that pill again until the following Monday. So I'll probably do maybe another video after I climb out, and everybody will pretty much know what's going on. So it's bad. Not horribly bad, but it sucks. You went from feeling great just yesterday, I was like, oh, life's good. I took one pill, and I don't want to leave bed. So that's pretty much what that was like. So, yeah, in the next day or two or whenever I climb out of this, just if you're interested, just keep a watch out for it. I'll let you know how long it lasts, and then I'll do another one. And then after I get the hang of this, the plan is after I get the hang of this, just taking it every Monday, we're going to add another chemo drug in and kind of do the same thing. See what happens. It could be absolutely horrible. It could be tolerable. We don't know. But that is the current plan as of now. Just spoke to my oncologist about an hour ago. Decided to wait a little bit so I could digest the plan and see what's going on before I tell everyone else. So that's the plan. And I guess I'll talk to you guys shortly as soon as this quits. So, all right, everyone. hope you're having a good coronavirus vacation here. I'm gonna go probably lay down and wait for this chemo stuff to wear off, and we'll go from there. All right. I hope everybody stays safe. Have a great day. See y'all later. Hi everybody. So I told you I was going to do another video here after I climbed out. Pretty much did. It wasn't horrible. Had some pretty weird side effects. Nothing over the edge other than the nausea and everything that I said the last time. Not bad. Not bad at all. You know, for now. It's going to progressively get worse as I continue taking the drug, and that's just by its nature. As I continue to go and progress and take it, it'll be harder and harder to climb out. So the first time it took me, well, I'm still not right. I'm still really tired. So it's Friday. I took it Monday. So you do the math, and you know, probably when I start getting into it and we're going to ramp this drug up, like this is just the beginning phase, it's going to get worse and worse and worse. And I'll eventually never climb out of it, but the hope is that my cancer doesn't either, so that's kind of the game we play. I have to ask everybody, if you're watching this video, just share it. Share it with everyone. I'm trying to get this out to as many people as I can, because you never know. There might be some young guy or some person, man or woman, starting this, and it's always good. I've talked to a lot of folks throughout the years of, first-time cancer patients that I've spoken to, and really told them what to do, and they've come back and said, wow, that really helped. So that's kind of my intentions with doing this video. Trying to just get it out there and help people. But I think the worst side effect that I got was 2 days ago, and it was a mental side effect. I mean, I know a lot of you that are my friends and stuff on here, you're like, wow, you're amazing. I see the comments, I read them, and by all means, I read every one. And I try to answer all the questions the best I can. But I know even for me, the mental part of it catches me. And I know I'm a funny guy. I make everybody laugh all the time. It's just my nature. But to say that the mental side of it, that it doesn't hit you all the time, would just be a blatant lie. It really is. Sometimes I have bad nights, like the night I had the other night where I didn't sleep at all night long, which makes everything else worse because you don't have any sleep, and sleep's important. When your body's getting wrecked like this chemically, and the war that's going on inside your body, sleep and taking care of yourself is the #1 priority. But I had a mental night. It wasn't a mental breakdown. I mean, it wasn't, but I just had bad things rolling through my head, bad thoughts, bad nightmares, just bad stuff all the way around. And to say that, a person doesn't have that would just be completely out of line, especially somebody in my situation. You can't run from it. You can't. It's better to deal with it. It's better to talk about it. Sometimes I talk about my mental problems. Actually, a lot of time I talk about it with my wife, Becky. Sometimes I talk to my parents. Sometimes I talk to my friend. I talk to everybody. And like right now, I'm talking to you guys about it. And that's just the best thing to do. The problems that I'm dealing with, and even the problems some of you guys are having, such as life, they're greater than just one person. And to try to attack that head on, just like with cancer or something like that, it's impossible. And it's quite frankly really stupid. And I say that not to be mean, but I say that because I'm only one brain. I'm only one mind. I'm only one perspective and one opinion. maybe I can't find what's right in front of my face to help fix my problems or to do something to make my situation better or my mental capacity better. Maybe I can't do that. Maybe I can't control my emotions myself. And that's not a weak thing to say. It's incredibly brave. It takes a lot of testicular fortitude and integrity to say that and to be open about it. It's a hard thing to do. It took me a long time to realize that. But if I reach out and I talk to other people like my wife and everybody that I said, now I have a bunch of brains. And if you do the math, 3 or 4 brains are way better than one, especially when you're the one faced with the problem. So that's how I deal with things. And yes, I am a very, by nature, positive, motivated, self-motivated person. I mean, I think my track record speaks for itself, but even for me, I have horrible days like that, mental days. Doesn't happen very often. For the most part, I have a good grip on this, and my personality allows that to happen very well. But it bites me in the ass sometimes. It really does. And I'm perfectly okay with that. You know what I do? I deal with it. I understand the gravity of my situation. I understand the weight that's on my shoulders and, what I have to do. So those days I just stop and I deal with it and I talk about it and I don't hold anything back. I'm not here to shelter, for example, my wife. I'm not here to. I've been literally, I couldn't shake the army in me, but I've been training my wife for the worst possible case scenario. And that was really weird. That was something that we had to grow and do together and adjust together. But, I needed her on my right-hand side. I needed her there because sometimes even I have to lean on her. So I don't hold anything back. And some of the thoughts that go through my head sometimes are not the prettiest. But I did. It was actually 2. It was, I think it was Wednesday and Thursday, well, yesterday. There were just 2 really bad nights. Just couldn't sleep. My brain was running with just negative thoughts and just, playing the game of what if, and then it takes off and runs and plays scenario out. It's like I just can't control it sometimes. And that was something and a lot of that is tied to the medications. It throws you for hormonal loops. It throws you for everything. Your body does weird things in response to try and cope because your body is an amazing machine. If you don't think of your body as a machine, you're running on bad knowledge. It's like the best biomechanical machine ever invented on the face of this earth. You put it goes in everything you've ever been taught. The fuel that you put in your car. I mean, the car, like my car's sitting there. If I put junk gas in it, it runs like crap. It's a sports car. It's going to run like garbage. If I put good fuel in it, same thing like you're putting in your mouth. If you eat good food, your body produces good things. And it's such a great machine. And when I poison my body trying to fight this disease, it tries to adjust. It tries to cope. And it will do off-the-wall shit. I mean, it is surprising. And I laugh. And I think this is why my doctors and my oncologists love me so much, because I'm just like, I just start laughing. I can be so horrible, so devastated and sick, and I've done it. I just start laughing because I'm like, well, that's new. Why is it doing that? And I'm like, well, okay. It was just my body. It just reacts and tries to find a way. It tries to survive. And a lot of that times, it's a mental thing. Somebody doing shit like I do, playing that game, the dangerous game. High stakes, got my life in the balance, and I'm making decisions, and, it does. It weighs on you. And that's normal. I like to think that's the little bit of human that's left in me. And I embrace it. I do. I would be a fool not to. And I think that's what makes me stay normal, too. Like on an even keel. It makes me stay humbled. Because, yeah, I am a warrior. I really am. I'm a warrior through bloodline. I'm a warrior through my heart, through and through, every ounce of me. That's why I've been able, I owe a lot to that, especially, with the military and training and stuff. I've used that. I've used everything that I've ever known how to fight against this fight. And I've gotten a lot smarter because of it. It's a good fight. And like I said, the mental game is nothing. You can't mess with that. You gotta address it. Now, that goes across the board for everybody's life, and that's why I wanted to talk about it this time. Instead of talking about how I feel and being all humdrum, I wanted to talk about that step. Because, an old drill sergeant of mine way back in the day, and I hate to default to the Army, I really do, I hate it, but the guy was right, and you gotta give credit where credit's due. He always told me, where your brain goes, your ass will follow. So if you don't address your brain, you're gonna put your ass in a bad position. And that is exactly how I approach that. And that's why I am able to stay positive. That's why I'm able to fight, keep myself in high spirits, keep that mental focus, and to not lash out on anybody. Because when I first started this, I was so mad. It didn't last extremely long. I adapted and overcame, but I was just so mad. I didn't understand why. I didn't understand it. I didn't know what the hell was happening to me. I was 24 years old. What the hell did I know? I was 24. I mean, I knew how to fix helicopters and do Army stuff, but I didn't know anything about this. I didn't know. I didn't even know it was possible. I thought, in my ignorance, I thought, cancer was something I wouldn't have to deal with, and maybe down the line later after I have, 30, 40 years of life experience, maybe then, but I didn't have any of that. So I had to baptism by fire, acquire that knowledge and skill set, and I had to do it quick. And it wasn't easy, and it took me a long time, and I was blessed to be here a long time, to even acquire that knowledge, and even be as so bold to sit here and tell you guys about it. It took me a long time, but that's what I did. These last 2 days have just been talking about my brain, just, talking about it with everyone. I talk about my wife, like I said, my parents, my friends, talking about it with you guys, talking about my struggles, because I'm only one brain, and 50 brains or even 5 brains at the least is way better than just one. And if you can work together as a team and accomplish your goal, man, now you don't got to worry about that anymore. Move on to the next. So that's what I did. I took some time, I talked, and I spent some time with family. This might be a surprise to my wife this time, because I really didn't discuss much with her. She knew I had a couple bad nights, and she knows what that means, but I reached out to some other folks. Sometimes it's just good to have different perspectives, and got myself back ready for the fight, just like that. Now, I could have held that in. And never said anything to anyone, and it just kept eating me alive, and my problems wouldn't have went away. I'd still be sitting here right now thinking about it and dragging it along, and nah. Life's hard enough to run through shit that life throws at you with all that baggage and chains pulling you behind. Cut ties with that shit and just keep driving forward, man. Keep in the fight. It's not easy doing that. That was a big step for me, and I'll be the first to admit it. I know a lot of folks look up to me for a lot of different reasons. I don't deserve it, but you do. But that was a big step for me, was I actually throw it out there and not even sugarcoat it. Just say it. This is how I feel. This is what I'm thinking. I don't know why, but I am. And when you do that, it's such a good release, and then everybody knows exactly what the problem is. I mean, how can somebody help you if you don't tell them exactly what the problem is? If you tell them a sugar or watered down source, of it, it makes no sense. But it did, so I feel a lot better now. Like I said, lifted me up, cleaned me out, recharged, ready to hit her again. Motivated, I guess. I don't like being motivated for this. This sucks. This fight, the cancer fight sucks, I'm telling you. It's like the worst roller coaster. By the time you start feeling good, guess what? Monday's coming around, boom. As soon as I get this handled, now it's going to be every Monday and Wednesday. I'm never gonna dig out of it, and that's by design, and it's tough. A couple people ask me questions on private message, and I do. I read all the questions, and I think what I'm going to do is how I'm going to structure this is I'm going to take your questions, and I'm not going to say it. There's no dumb questions. There isn't. The only dumb question is one you ask twice. So you know, I'm going to tell, and what I'm going to do, like I said, what I'm going to structure is I'm going to read your questions, and then the next video I make, which now you guys see I'm doing this and I'm committed. The next video I make, I'm not going to say who asked the questions, but I'm just going to talk about your questions. That way we're all involved. I'm just going to talk about them. I'm going to answer them on the next video. And some of the questions I got was, what does, I think I got this question more than once, and that's why I'm going to address it. But they asked, like, what does, like, the chemos make you feel? That's a two-part answer to that. How does the chemo make you feel? The first one is, the earlier chemos, when I started this 10 years ago, most of them are so horrible and strong. And I was young, and I was a big guy and healthy, so they hit me with a brick. And I mean, they didn't hold it back either. Those chemos, they found out over many years that they were actually so devastating that there's no sense of trying to use them because you're killing the patient too, which is not what the purpose of this is. So they don't use those anymore. But what it does feel like is the worst flu you ever had. If you had a terrible flu that you're just sitting there wishing that you would either die or get better, that's what it's like. 24/7, 365 days of the year. And in my case, for about 8 years long. Never quit. Good news is I got used to it. That's what that feels like. The newer drugs, though, to give you hope, the newer drugs that they're using on now, some of them you don't even feel. They are like smart bombs. I mean, the technology and the money that's going into this stuff, cancer fight and all, is phenomenal. The newer drugs that are in trials right now, they're amazing. And I'm on deck to be heading that way. But I don't even know what those ones are going to make you feel like. But I can only speak for the ones that I'm getting right now, and they're not bad at all, except for the one that I'm on now. But we already knew that going into it. It's a little bumpy, but it worked, and it worked really well. So that's why we're trying it again. So that's pretty much all I'm going to say today. I'm not going to sit here and talk your ear off, but like I said at the beginning, please do hit the share button. Just share it. These videos might reach somebody out there that you know, or maybe you don't know, or somebody that's you're friends with, they know, and it just snowballs from there. And if it can help them in any way, that is my full intention. I just want to help. And I've been helping for 10 years. I've gotten feedback from folks that do this, some new cancer patients, and they said it really helps, and that's what I'm doing. And some of the shit I discussed might even help some of you guys. I don't know. I don't want to be that bold and sound that arrogant to say that I can help you with your problems, but maybe something I might say might hit home, and maybe it won't. I don't know. It's worth a shot, though. So, like I said, share it with everybody, and we are gonna have fun with this. I'm not gonna sit here and make it all bad, all sad. That's just not my style. Most of you guys know me well enough to know there's going to be some humor and it's going to be funny. But it has to happen organically, okay? I'm not just going to tell jokes or something. It's just going to be that you're going to laugh because it's me. But all right, well, I hope everybody's staying safe. I hope everybody's, taking this stuff serious and chilling out at home. I know everybody's chomping at the bit to get the hell out. But, it's just like a fart. It's like a fart. If you force it, it's just going to be shit. So don't force it. Just bide your time, stay home, stay healthy, and all that stuff. So I guess Monday before I do the next round of this, I'm going to drop another video, and we'll just go from there. So it was great to talk to you guys again. I hope everybody, like I said, is doing great. And I will talk to you Monday. See y'all. Maybe, if I can figure this out. There. Oh, finish. Okay, so here we are again. I'm about to take the good stuff again. It's gonna be great. I was so looking forward to this day. I can't tell you how overjoyed I am. It's all in the inside. But I'm gonna do it again. This is gonna be the second time I'm taking this. So like I told y'all, when I talked to you last, I said, hey, I'll make a video on Monday, and when I take the bad chemo pill again. So here I am. It wasn't horrible bad, but it sucks. I think the worst part of it is if you just stay sick all the time, and then you're just used to functioning that way. Well, I had a good 3 months that I wasn't on any hard chemos, so I got a little bit of a taste of, you know, how you folks feel, you know, a normal life a bit. And then when you go from that back onto these drugs, it's a bit of a shock. So that's, you know, that sucks, but it's all right. And you know, I understand like this danger written all over this package, but it's not easy to open. Like I'm sitting here fiddling with this thing and I can't even open it up. But you gotta keep it in the bag. Oh, if you take that out of the bag, oh, that's a no-no. Oh, for crying out loud. Do you think if I like called my oncologist and been like, oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't take it again because I couldn't get the bag open, that's probably not gonna fly. They'd probably get a little bit excited. Don't want that to happen. Oh, for the love of Jehoshaphat. There. See what happens when you get mad? So yeah, I'm gonna hit her up again. And what do I expect out of this one? Taking this for the second time now. I expect it to be pretty much the same as it was last week. The only difference is it'll probably last a little bit longer. And as I continue to progress and take this, that's just kind of how it happens by nature. You know, eventually it'll get to a point where it plateaus and I'll just feel really crappy all the time. But, you know, that's the nature of the beast. So yeah, I'm about to take this another pill, and just this one little, oh crap. Okay, so full disclosure, didn't know that it says on the packet like day 1, day 2. So I literally took like day 4. If they're all the same pill, I don't think it matters, but you know, if my wife found this with her OCD, she probably wouldn't be able to handle it because it's, you know, the way it is. But yeah, so this little guy here, this little freaking pill is about 5 days of just feeling like Mr. Yuck, you know, the green guy that they used to put on all the poisonous stuff. That's pretty much how I feel, which is okay. But yeah, so I'm gonna, shit, I hate doing this. It's like the worst feeling in the world when you take these things. But gotta do it, gotta do it. Oh man, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, that tastes bad. It doesn't taste good at all. You think, you know, with all the money going into this, they can make this stuff taste like cupcakes? Like, come on, man. Like, just a little sliver of hope, you know. Make it taste like cupcakes or daggone Snickers bar or something. That would be neat. Maybe they can do it. Somebody's gonna make millions of dollars on that one. So yeah, no going back now. It's down the pipe, so I'm in for about, I'm gonna say a good 3 days of some rough you know, sickness. And then I'll start climbing out, and you know, by maybe Friday or Saturday of this week coming up, I might be able to have a beer or something. So I don't push it when I take the drugs and your body feels like crap. It's just better just not to push the issue. I found out that if you push it too much, your body starts pushing back, and it's typically worse than it's worth it. But that, you know, it's one of those things. So yeah, I guess it was question time. So, I got asked, you know, one question that I got asked, and like I said, the way I'm structuring it is, you know, folks ask me questions and I just say it on the next video. But I did actually get asked, this is kind of funny. They're like, since I've been waiting to get a superpower through all this, what superpower do I want to get? That's actually a good question. I didn't think about that. I mean, there's all kinds of cool superpowers. You know, flight, x-ray vision, all that stuff. I don't know. I guess I'd take any. I guess that's the answer. That would be pretty cool. You know, could end up like Captain America or something. Those guys. But yeah. Okay. So the next time I talk to everybody, I'm probably going to be feeling a little rough. And that's to be expected. I'll let everybody know what's going on, what I'm feeling, you know, what makes things better. It should go a little bit easier this time, since I know I got the severe nausea from the chemo pill. So they prescribed me some anti-nausea medication, so at least I'll be able to eat, which is awesome. So I'll have that in my toolbox going into this week. So we'll see if everything works out. And like I said, I'll let you guys know what I'm feeling, and we'll go from there, I guess. So yeah. Other than that, I didn't do anything today, really. It was like, this weather's so goofy. It's just the dumbest weather. You know, like, it looked beautiful outside. It really did look beautiful. And then when you walked out, you realized it was a horrible idea because it was cold. So you're like, nah, go back in, put some more clothes on, you know. But that's about, yeah, I didn't do anything cool. Nothing really to write home about. I just been trying to be good. And now that I'm back in treatment mode, you know, that changes up my whole routine. You know, I kind of try to do my best to take it easy and, you know, not overstress my body to the point where something breaks. So that's basically where that goes. But all right, I will let you all go for the evening. I will probably make a video when this hits me again. So it might be tomorrow, or it might be, you know, Wednesday or something. Just keep an eye out. All right. I hope everybody is staying safe. Thanks a lot. See you soon. Hello, everyone. Nice to see you. Yes, I'm still alive. I took that pill yesterday night. That was my last video. And today, yeah, it was bumpy. This morning wasn't pleasant. It took me a little while to get all my parts and pieces moving in the same direction. For some reason, my legs and digits and stuff were not getting the signal from my brain to move, and that's how it kind of went this morning. Kind of calmed down, you know, a little bit before, like, I ate lunch, and the nausea medication that they gave me, that worked out pretty well. I was able to eat a lot more this time around than last week, so it did help a little bit. Wasn't too crazy. Other than that, I just kind of worked through it. I did some stuff out in the garage. I worked on a quad, just playing around. Got a quad and stuff for my folks, and I'm just doing full service on it and fixing it up to for them to use. So I kind of worked through the sickness a little bit today, and I'm kind of glad I did. I didn't push it too hard. I just kind of moseyed around at my own pace, and I got some stuff accomplished. So that made me feel better about today, because I accomplished some stuff. Other than that, though, not too bad. Just riding it out. I'm hoping tomorrow is a better day, which it should be. I should feel a lot different, all in a positive way. So see what I can accomplish and get done tomorrow, see what's fun. My wife Becky got me a smoker, so I got to put that together now, which I'm actually kind of excited for that, because I do like cooking manly stuff like that. That's kind of one of my favorite things to do, cooking outside and throwing stuff, just manly stuff. So I'm going to be probably trying to do that. I'm going to work on the quad a little bit and see what I can get accomplished, and then put that smoker together and make some manly food here in the next couple days. So by the time I get all that accomplished, it'll be the weekend where I can actually sit down, hopefully, depending on how I'm feeling, and maybe have a beer or two and just kind of chill out, relax a little bit, just in time to take it again on Monday. So that's pretty much the rotation. And then I think, like I said, the plan here, which is going to happen really soon, is they're going to do it every Monday and Wednesday. So I'll be a hurting pup when we throw in the extra day. When that extra day comes in, it's just it's going to overload my system pretty good. So like I said, today, just not feeling the greatest, pretty sluggish. Those pills did help with the nausea, and all that stuff, and was able to eat, but just feel like a chemical dirty, don't really have a will to do anything. I just have been forcing myself through it. So Danimal, yeah, I'll see you when I come up your way, up north. I'll make it a point. Looking forward to it. You better bring your underwear, because we're gonna have fun, that's for sure. But anyways, yeah, so yeah, probably do another video when this runs out. Probably thinking maybe Thursday or Friday, and then I'll let you know what the plan is, because I'm pretty sure, and I don't remember, I have to look at my schedule, but I'm pretty sure I have another appointment with the oncologist. I think it's Thursday or Friday, so that's when we're probably going to discuss putting another day in, putting that Wednesday in, or holding off and just letting it feel, because sometimes I get a little ahead of myself. I push the issue a little bit a lot of times with my treatments and stuff. Sometimes he has to rope me back. Some of these chemo drugs have a delayed hit, so when you take them, and this could very well be, we just don't know, but when you take them, sometimes it takes that little time, especially the oral chemo medications. They take a little while to kick in, and when they do, they kick hard. It's almost the same concept as drinking whiskey. By the time you realize that you're feeling it, you're already in trouble. So it's like that. I hate to use that analogy, but it's very similar. So I'll talk with them and see, because I'm ready to, there's still a good bit of fight in me yet, and I know I'm healthy enough. I want to punch this cancer in the face and get a move on now. And he might have, a little bit different of a plan. So we'll sit down, we'll discuss it, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I don't really have anything else for anyone. It's pretty much, like I said, the same as last week. I took it last night, woke up today, sluggish, crappy, took the nausea med, got some chow in me, and still made it out in the garage to do some work. I try to do something like that when I'm sick like this. It's more for like mental health. I just try to accomplish something. Sometimes I can accomplish a lot. Sometimes I just do one thing. It could be small, but it still counts as one thing. So I did that. I went up, turned some wrenches on the quad, and rolled around on the garage floor like a dead fish trying to find nuts and bolts and stuff. You know, just your average thing. But yeah, they say the weather's supposed to be crappy here in these parts starting tomorrow night, I think is what they're saying. We're supposed to get a pretty rough storm, so maybe I'll see about cutting grass or something tomorrow, because it all depends on if it dries. I ain't running the mower in a swamp anyhow. Not that I live in a swamp, but it's a little soggy out there. And that's about all I got. Just doing my thing. Yeah. So I don't really have any other questions or anything to go over today. I pretty much hit them yesterday. So I guess I'll just talk to you folks here as soon as I kind of climb out of this funk, which, like I said, I expect it to be in like approximately 2 or 3 days, where I'm, up and running on at least, 4 cylinders instead of 8. So at least I'll be halfway. And then we'll do some fun stuff. So that's all I got. Like I said, good seeing everybody. I'll see you guys on the next video in a few days, and I'll let you know how I'm making out, and I'll also let you know on what the plan is with my oncologist about doing with this drug. So it's either going to get a lot worse, or I'll be maintaining this for maybe another week or 2, and then it's definitely going to get worse. So that's just the way it is. I hope everybody stays safe. I hope everybody's doing okay. If anybody needs anything, please don't hesitate to call. Just keep your heads on straight and be safe. So I'll talk to you guys in a few days. See you later.